When he became Chief Rabbi in '91, the United Synagogue was very different how it is today. I would like to think, obviously I'm slightly biased as one of the directors of Living and Learning, that it's a vastly improved organisation. I think a lot of that is to do with the leadership the Chief Rabbi was given, not just to the Synagogue, but to Anglo-Jewry as a whole. We need to attract the best and the brightest, and I think the Chief Rabbi has allowed us to do that. And certainly, now 22 years later, I think Synagogue is in a really strong position to continue to promote the brand of Judaism that the Chief Rabbi champions, that of modern Orthodoxy, that of centrist Orthodoxy, Torah Chachma, as he says.
The world of education, of Jewish education, is much, much richer thanks to his efforts. Far more Jewish studies teachers are now being trained with full qualifications. Jewish studies resources now are far more sophisticated and can match anything the secular world offers. Jewish schools are amongst the top performing schools in the country, so the educational world is much, much richer than it was 22 years ago.
We have to reflect the fact that communication is so much more rapid, that technology has moved us into a different world. And so that the modern world today is very different to how it was 22 years ago. I don't think the values are. And that's the great thing about the United Synagogue, that we still have the same values as our parents and our grandparents had, which are traditional Jewish values. And I think what we have to do is to make sure that those traditional values are made attractive for the next generation.
Let me tell you about our netball. It's really fun because all the other girls there are Jewish, and if we had played for a non-Jewish league, we wouldn't be able to play all the games because none of them are on Shabbat, they're always on Sunday. So we can play every game without thinking about what if the game's on Shabbat and we're not allowed to come.
Well, it's a tribe netball league and we have uniforms that show that we are from tribe. It makes us feel proud that we're Jewish and we're not ashamed to show that we are.
For me, the United Synagogue, I really like it because it's not enforcing anything on you, it's letting you do and practice Judaism how you want to do it, and then they inspire you and make you want to get involved more. And with the Poland trip, it really inspired me to become more involved with Judaism and do the leadership camp this summer.
There are so many new rabbis, so many young rabbis, inspired rabbis who are exuberant, enthusiastic, and looking to really change Anglo-Jewry, to bring it forward, to embrace the 21st century, to be modern, to be open, to be inviting, and to teach and raise the bar of what all of our communities can do, to embrace everyone, to love everyone, and to take Anglo-Jewry and really move it into the future. That is the vision of the United Synagogue, and it's absolutely wonderful to be part of it.
We're trying to bring our message of authentic, inclusive and modern Judaism to the wider world, and I think it's very effective. We have something which is a great product, and I think being able now to be a lot more dynamic in the way that we present it is making a big difference.
Living and Learning, people ask why such a sort of long term for education. Because I think one of the problems that we faced in Anglo-Jewry over the years is that education became something we taught rather than something that we lived. And I think the Chief Rabbi, through his teachings, has always been about living it, not just learning about it. So in some ways, Living and Learning, I'd like to think, follows the ideology of the Chief Rabbi, in that it's not enough to sit down and pore over text or learn general knowledge. It's more important to live that life as well. So certainly Living and Learning is trying, through our shuls, through our schools, for all ages, to make Judaism alive, to make it live, to make it breathe. And I think through the Chief Rabbi's books and his words, it's something that really inspires us daily to continue our jobs.